What's up YouTube? What's up everyone? I'm back with another video, and today I'm bringing something a bit unusual to the channel. So as you guys know, I cover sometimes some anime, especially like my ranking of anime openings that I grew up watching, especially Naruto, it was Bleach. But I never did a anime review, I never did that. And I don't think this is gonna be a review, this is gonna be mostly a discussion. I discovered a random anime out of nowhere, and I just wanted to talk about it so badly because, first of all, I can't believe it's not that popular, or it should be more popular, because I think it's a good anime, and especially we don't have a season 2. So this is an anime that never got a season 2, unfortunately. Let's dive into the video, shall we? Let's go, guys. DEADMAN Wonderland. So what is DEADMAN Wonderland? It's the story of Ganta Hiragashi, who is a regular student attending to one of his classes. But suddenly, everything seems like a normal day, and a figure appeared outside of his window, and out of nowhere, that person kills all of Ganta's classmates except for Ganta. This figure is known as the Red Man. Ganta is framed for the murder of his classmates and is sent to a high-tech secret prison known as DEADMAN Wonderland. In this prison, things work differently because this prison has some different rules. Like, for example, you have currency in that prison, or you also have deadman fights. Also, Ganta will meet a particular female character called Shiro, who is a bit a mysterious person. And also, one last thing you should know is that Ganta, ever since his contact with the Red Man, he suddenly developed a power to control his blood as his weapon. Basically, Ganta is the equivalent of a bloodbender. He can control his blood and can use his blood as a weapon or as a defense as well. DEADMAN Wonderland came in 2011, so we're talking about, I'm covering this in 2024, so we're talking about 13 years of its release. And it's incredible that until today, there's still people talking about this show. So honestly, I don't have a script for this. I'm just going to talk based on what I feel about this show. So first of all, I love the gore of this show. This show is very gory. So first of all, this is not a show for everyone because it's very mature. It's very fucked up. Seriously, it's very fucked up as a show, but it's in a good way. I love that. Maybe I'm a bit sadistic, but I love that because the fights are great. There are some death scenes that are freaking amazing, seriously. But especially it's the story really captivated me. You have this guy who has been framed to have killed his classmates, and I was just so intrigued to see what's going next, because what's gonna come next, why, how is he gonna do to clear his name, who is this Red Man figure, Unfortunately for us, we only had one season, but of course we have the manga, and the manga finished. I went to read a little bit the manga. For some reason, I just couldn't find the manga here, so I really had to read online, and I just watched a video just to see how it ended. And man, first of all, I have to say, man, I can't believe we don't have a season 2. When you watch some, you always have some pages that they say animes that cruelly never had a season 2. Well, you always have DEADMAN Wonderland, and yes, I can't believe we don't have a season 2. I know people didn't enjoy it as much as I did, the anime, because they changed so many things from the manga. And it is true, when I read the manga, I'm yeah, there's some things that I think the manga is doing way better than the animated. But still, you could have still put a season 2, and just even though there's always some changes, the essence of the show is kind of the same. So that's why I was oh damn, that kind of sucked, that kind of sucked that we never had that opportunity. As for the anime itself, like I said, I really the story really captivated me. I will say that the story kind of lost me a little bit because they started to go more in the supernatural area more than in a mystery thriller area, and yeah, that kind of threw me a bit away. But aside of that, I really enjoyed some of the characters that are in this show. The characters really make the difference. I will admit, I know a lot of people say that Ganta is a bit boring. I'm gonna say that he's your typical your typical protagonist of the 2000s. He's kind of like Naruto. He's really innocent. He's always the positive person. He's having a rough life. He's passing through some major things, and he's still trying to smile. He's the positive protagonist that you have. So I will admit that he kind of felt a bit like every protagonist we were having in the 2000s, but that doesn't change the fact that he was actually, I was rooting for that guy, you know? That's the most important thing. I was rooting for him. I really wanted him to solve this mystery, to clear his name because he was unjustly framed. Oh my god, the ending was the worst thing I've seen. Like the ending, like, well, sorry, not the ending, it's just the last scene of this show was so anticlimactic. I was like, shit, they really messed that up. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. They really messed that up. I was just like, oh, but they messed that up because we never had a season 2. If we had a season 2, you would say, well, it's not that bad. Because I mean, for example, if I compare to Spike's Family, the last episode was for a finale. The last episode of Spike's Family, season 1, second part, it was kind of anticlimactic too. I'm like, oh, this is the finale? You're gonna give me? Seriously? But since I knew I had a season 2 coming, I'm like, well, it's okay. It doesn't matter because I know season 2 is coming. But for this one, yeah, when you look at that, you're like, oh my god, this is so bad because we never had a season 2. So that's one thing I was like, yeah, it kind of bothered me. But aside of that, yeah, guys, I was so pleased to find this show. I think I found it on the YouTube short, and I was so glad. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. If I remember, I'm gonna leave it on the description. But I was so happy to find out about this show. And yeah, it's unfortunate we never had a season 2. But guys, if you want to read some, like I said, if you like crime scenes, if you like more gory stuff and things like that, this is going to be a show for you. I highly suggest you to watch the anime and then go read the manga because I think you're actually going to really enjoy this show. Sorry if I'm not touching too much on too many details because I don't want to spoil this to newcomers that would love to discover this show and are really interested. So my goal here is to hopefully transmit what I felt about the season 1, and hopefully maybe this will encourage you to go watch it. And let me know in the comment section if you have watched DEADMAN WONDERLAND season 1. Tell me in the comment section down below, what did you think about this animated? If you read the manga also, what did you think about this anime? Let's try to be spoiler free just for the others, or if you, or at least warn people if you're gonna post a spoiler, you know. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So if you like these type of videos, don't tell me on the comment section down below, and it will be my pleasure to continue to find out new animes that are not really spoken too much and are hidden gems. So thank you so much, everyone. I can't wait for another video. Take care. Peace, everyone.